Hey, I showed a piece of property this morning that I want to talk to you about. Not so much the property specifically, but the fact that it is a membership ownership share in a really large hunting club. And I want to talk about the pros and the cons. This is one of the really nice exclusive tracks on the Mississippi River that offers some world-class deer hunting, fishing, turkey hunting, small game, excuse me, duck hunting. I mean, this place really has it all. Turnkey operation, great places for camps, electricity, water, gravel road access. I mean, it's just really, really nice. And I wanted to talk about the negatives. First of all, I've represented these properties a good bit in my business, and know people that are in these kind of clubs, and know people that used to be in them that aren't in them anymore. And it seems like I've heard all the arguments for and against them, the positives and the negatives, and some people have real strong opinions one way or the other on them. I'm of the opinion that, hey, do what's right for you, and some of the negatives that I've heard over the years, people kind of poo-poo these large hunting club ownership deals, because they call them, country club hunting or Cadillac hunting. They kind of look down on them because they think it's just for the rich and foo-foo people that get into them and use them. Nothing can be further from the truth. I know a lot of people in these clubs, and they're just down-to-earth, plain old, normal, hard-working people, and there's nothing fancy or aristocratic about them at all. They just enjoy these kind of places, and they found something that works for them. A lot of people don't like these clubs because of the rules and the regulations. When you're a part of a hunting club like this, the ownership and membership, there's rules and bylaws. They usually have a board of directors, president. They run it as an organization because they have to. They got to manage a lot of things. A lot of people just don't like that. They don't like the management rules for the type of deer you can shoot. They don't like when you can come and go. They don't like all the rules that deal with all the details. And I get that. Not everybody wants that. Some people just want to show up and go hunting and do things their own way and don't worry about any rules. They're trying to get away from all that. That's why they're going hunting. So I get that 100%. And so, a lot of people don't like that. They don't like the fact that you're interacting with other people, either whether it's a big common camp area or other people have, a lot of people have camps there. People coming and going, you got neighbors at the hunting camp, so to speak. And a lot of times we go hunting to get away from our neighbors. So I get that as well. So there's some negatives to it that I understand. I have sold property to people that have been in nice hunting clubs, and they've gotten kind of tired of the grind. They've gotten tired of the rules and regulations, the restrictions, and they sold out and they went and bought their own place somewhere so they could do what they want to do. I respect that. I get that. Understand 100%. Some of the positives, though, that you might want to consider, especially up and down this Mississippi River, everybody wants to be on and hunt, it seems like, other than when it floods, then everybody wishes they were somewhere else. But, it's just world-class whitetail hunting. It's just some great hunting, some phenomenal fishing at times, duck hunting when the weather's right. It's just a great place to be on this river in this delta. And it's hard to find land like that. And so you got these large clubs that like the one I showed today, many thousands of acres, several thousands of acres. And a person can buy into that club and be a part of something that's huge, game-wise and deer management-wise, and yet they're buying in at a fraction. They're buying a share of it, yet they have a piece of the whole thing, and they can use and access the whole thing. All that natural resource is theirs to use, and they only bought in at a fraction. So the economics of it sometimes are great. Property I showed this morning, one of the premier places here, when you run the numbers and do the math, these guys that I showed it to, they can get in this place for about $2,700 an acre. You can't find stuff like that on this river for that. And to be able to get into a place that's already, the infrastructure's there, it's already slicked up, nice, ready to go, $2,700 an acre, the economics make good sense if that's what you're wanting to spend your money on. So that's a plus, to be able to take advantage of something this big with an investment that's this big, so that's something to look at. Some people really like the fact that these clubs have everything ready to go. They're turnkey. People were showing up. This is Thanksgiving week, so people were showing up at this particular place. They're getting off work. They're business is slowing down for this week, and they got a day or two to spend with their family. They show up here. They get out of their truck or Buick or whatever they drove in on that real nice rock road, and they go out there and they enjoy the place instantly because all the food plots are already done. The roads are already manicured. The electricity and water lines are already there. Everything is already done and set up. And there are people that like that. There are people that need that. I understand people that don't like that because they want to do their own thing. They want to, put their stands where they want. They want to cut their lanes the way they want to cut them. They want to do the kind of food plot they want. I get that. I'm like that myself. Want to do things my way because I enjoy the doing of it. But there are other people just don't have the time. And you got places like this where you got people that are small business owners, they're professionals, and they're working their butts off. They're working 70, 80 hours a week, running a business in their profession, and they don't have time like you and I sometimes do to go do all of this and have it all ready to go. So they get some time off where they can take their kids and their family can come and they can spend their time doing that, hunting and enjoying the place, as opposed to having to do all the work to get it in that shape. And there's a benefit to that. I agree with that. I personally like to do the work myself, but I know there are people that can't because they don't have the time. And I don't want them missing out on this great tradition we have as American sportsmen and this outdoor lifestyle that we promote. I don't want them pushing that aside because he doesn't have the time to go do it. And if there's a place that he can go and a caretaker has already done a lot of the work and a man can show up with his family and just enjoy the outdoors part of it without all the work and preparation part of it, I'm fine with that. Our hunting traditions get passed down. The outdoor industry grows. People enjoy these things that you and I love and enjoy and appreciate. And so I'm for that, not against that. And so I think people poo-poo folks that get out of their Buick wearing a pair of loafers and go put on their hunting clothes and go right to a deer stand, didn't do any work. You need to stop and think maybe that man's probably been working 70, 80 hours a week running a small business, employing 15, 20, 30, 40 of your friends that are making a living, and they're able to do that because that man's spending all that time running that business, and he has earned the right to be able to show up at a place and just go hunt and not have to go do all the work and preparation. So that's a part where it takes some, maybe modifying your perspective that these places do have a place in the hunting and outdoor lifestyle that we promote. I personally like my own place. I like to do my own work because I enjoy that. That to me, I shoot deer with a bow in the winter, but I deer hunt all year long by taking care of property and working on property. I enjoy that. Not everybody has that luxury of time to be able to do that, yet I still want them enjoying a place, enjoying hunting and taking their kids out. Anyway, what do you think about this? Do you like these hunting clubs? Do you think they have a place? I don't think your opinion, my opinion, is going to matter much because they do have a place. They are here, but everybody's got a different perspective. I don't mind your comments below or any questions you have. Man, I'll engage you on it. Just don't get into any class warfare, fussing about somebody that can afford a place like that just because you can't. That doesn't make any sense. I'm not even going to engage that kind of nonsense. But legitimate outdoor questions, man, let's talk about it. I'd appreciate if you'd subscribe to our channel. Just hit the button there and be a part of the RecLand Talks YouTube channel. This is Thanksgiving week. I hope wherever you are, you're enjoying it with your family and friends. I hope you get out and do what you enjoy doing outdoors, whether it's shooting a deer, just looking at one, or taking the kids on a four-wheeler ride, or just whatever it is you do, go enjoy doing it. And appreciate you listening. Bye.